Welcome to the RIC Live. If you feel good, put your hands up high. And if you rep the hood in the city, this is your joint right here. No lie, no lie. Welcome to the RIC Live. If you feel good, put your hands up high. And if you rep the hood in the city, this is your joint right here. No lie, no lie, no lie. To the RIC Live. If you feel good, put your hands up high. And if you rep the hood in the city, this is your joint right here. No lie, no lie. Welcome to the RIC Live. If you feel good, put your hands up high. And if you rep the hood in the city, this is your joint right here. No lie, no lie, no lie.
Hey, yo, legends, where y'all at? We got a mission. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 7. Enough is enough. On the corner, fireworks burst every night without a patriotic soul in sight.
Time's running out. Time's running out. You can't teach what you don't know. You feel me? You feel me? It's so useless.
A lot of people use the term hip-hop, and they use the term hip-hop as rap music.
Stop the violence.
Whoop your kid. Whoop your kid. Whoop your kid. Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
All right, all right. Where we at? Where we at?
What's going on?
Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen, audience. Welcome. As soon as we pop in here, we'll be all good, right?
Come on in, come on in. Everybody out there who's tuning in, come on in. Come on
All right.
in.
All right. So let me get things going. I know you all can hear our voice right now, but we're going to be popping in just a moment. You are listening to the host of tonight's tribute in honor of our brother Howard Gayton A.K.A. Duck. So
Mr.
right now we're
RYC
trying to,
Live.
I hear echo.
I want to. Can you hear me?
Oh, go ahead.
Mr. RYC Live. I want to make a correction. It's a little typo for those out there who are viewing. It's a little typo in his name where it says farewell tribute honoring Howard. You had Gayton Gayton. So it'll
Okay,
be
that's not a problem.
G
We can definitely make that correction. But I'm hearing
yeah
an
G.
echo. I don't know if you hear an echo or not, but I'm hearing an echo. It may be coming from my computer, so let me
I think it is.
put this on sleep right here. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm a little dark, and this is definitely a pet peeve right now because when we do things right here on the platform, we definitely like to make things uh, appear as professional as possible. So for those who are tuning in right now, and I still hear an echo, I got to get this echo. This echo is really bothering me right now. Can you hear this echo? Do you hear like a delay?
Yeah,
You hear it too?
I can hear it.
All
It's
right.
probably coming from. I know it's coming from your end.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that.
We in two different parts of the. We in two different parts of you
Absolutely.
down and down.
And,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So listen, check it out. This is very annoying right now, but we're gonna fix all these little hiccups. But
Just bear with us. Yeah.
yeah, so I'm gonna allow Nico to introduce himself, and we're gonna go on, and then I'm gonna reintroduce myself, and then we're gonna go ahead with the tribute.
Okay. I'll go. Okay, I'll kick it off. So, for those of you all who don't know me, well, most of you out there tuning in do know me. Like he said, my name is Nico. Um, and I'm just going to reintroduce myself once again. As you know, I am the president of Universal Hustlers Social Club. Been established for 15 years now. We're coming up on our 15th year in October. Um, I haven't been with the club that long, but been with the club about 12 years out of those 15. But formerly, I'm formerly, if I said that right, of Honor Our Colors Social Club. Before Universal Hustle, I was Honor Our Colors Social Club with my co-host, or I may be his co-host, Mr. RYC Live. Now, before I get into that, I'm gonna just, because this man has a lot of names right now. Well, right now, tonight, he's Mr. RYC Live. But formerly, like I said, I was um, co-founder of Honor Our Colors Social Club, which we abbreviated HOC. A lot of you that's been around for 15 years, like I have, or even longer, are well aware of Honor Our Colors Social Club. We had a house, we had a clubhouse, House of Colors, all that. We did big things, and we both started that club together. Um, I was also, what was I? I was a lieutenant. Yeah, I was a lieutenant of that club and everything. But yeah, we started that club together, and I think we dismantled what in I want to say 2011. I think we dismantled. Yeah. So
Look,
um,
look, we went on a hiatus, right? You know what I'm saying? That's all. We went
yeah,
on
we
a
went on.
hiatus.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
So
We still
um,
around, but just a little
so
inactive, right?
right, and then it made it easy for me for us to start that club because not only were we um, founders and co-founders and things like that, partners in crime, Batman and Robin, whatever you want to call us. He's also my cousin, so it just fit right in. That's us, putting a club together and things like that. As you all know, I'm gonna say something. You're gonna introduce yourself, reintroduce yourself, but I'm gonna just say he a lot of you
Just
know him as
remember now. Just remember now. This. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? This ain't about
right.
me,
I'm gonna wrap
but
it up.
yeah.
Right, right. It's not about me either. I just want to give you because reason I'm doing this for those of you who are watching because I was asked to come do this. I kind of feel honored that he asked me to come be a part of this. It was not my idea. This was his idea. He asked me to come be a part of this tonight, and here I am. So I just want to give him his role just real quick, and we can go from
Thank
there. Um, like I said, as you all know, he's Mr. Club Banger. He's uh, Jay the Magnificent One. He's DJ Jay the Magnificent One. Also goes by his government name. But tonight he's Mr. RYC Live. Okay, so and that's where the hat comes from. Mr. Club Banger was the Mr. Club Banger was the gold hair. I don't know if some of you all remember that, but that was Mr. Club Banger. So yeah, he's Mr. RYC Live tonight. And like I said, we decided to do this platform. I mean, we decided to do this tribute on this platform. He was asked he asked me to come be a part of this, so here I am tonight. So what we're doing tonight is honoring Howard Gayton A.K.A. Duck. He passed away last week. It was a shock to me, just like it was a shock to everybody else. I don't know all the full details, but we're just here to honor him and share memories and what we know about him. So, he was a great guy, and it's just somebody that you didn't want to hear that, he passed away. I would call him a legend in the club world, 'cause that's what he was to me, by me being around that long. And I'm gonna wrap this up so you can do your intro, but I just want to say this also. No, I'll wait. Go ahead. I'll wait for when we start tribute. Go ahead. I'm gonna pass the mic over to RYC Live.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it. All right. So it's been a long time coming, as far as me even getting back on the podcast and, RYC Live. We got some great things coming up in the very near future. And I guess this is kind of like getting me back in the swing of things, because I hadn't been really active visually on the platform lately. It's been the face of my partner Ryan, hip hop brother, the one and only artistic hip hop historian. You know what I'm saying? And he's been holding it down on Fresh Fridays here on RYC Live, Rep Your Colors. So again, people have a way of bringing out your presence, and sometimes it's on sad occasions, you know what I'm saying? Like most of the time when people come together, it's either been you either going to a funeral or you're going to a family reunion. But sometimes people have a way of bringing, people together, or I should say God has a way of bringing people together, So again, right now on the platform of RYC Live, although I wear many hats, my alter ego here on RYC Live is Mr. RYC Live. And I wanted to do something special for my brother, because I know that if it was the opposite, Duck would do the same for me. This brother would call me randomly from time to time, be like, Jay, man, I just want to thank you and give you your flowers, man. I love you, man. You don't know how much of an inspiration you've been to me, the impact that you have on me, getting more involved in what he wanted to do. And what he wanted to do was entertain. He wanted to entertain. He wanted to make people laugh. You know what I'm saying? And, he went all out, man. I'm not really, the show must go on, but I had prepared a few video clips that I had wanted to show you all tonight, reflecting on some of Duck's, pieces and skits and clips that we've done, in addition to other clips that I have pulled from various areas on social media, as a reminder of how funny this brother was, as far as, him just being himself. He reached out to me. This brother, to me, the years that he invested in the social club world, or the van club, I should say, because originally he told me he started off as the MC club, and then he went off into his van club and stuff like that. So, and me not knowing him when he was Little Duck, I only know him when he was big. So I'm just used to him seeing Big Duck. I never seen him, in a smaller size, but when we met each other, you know what I'm saying, we clicked, and he's always been 100 with me. He always I had ideas and trying to, or not trying to, because the things that I did, I accomplished those things. And he was definitely a supporting factor of those things, and he would be there. And if he couldn't
Right.
be there, it was like one of them things where he couldn't be at two places at one time. Like he would be literally out of town, and we would have something. He like, man, I hate I missed it, but there was always another opportunity, and definitely when that opportunity presented itself and he was around, he was involved. He supported. Um, he supported a lot of organizations that I know of, and I'm sure a lot of organizations that I don't know of. But he supported a lot of people, man. He made his presence known. Anytime he was in the building, he would take his shirt off. That was what he was known for. They started calling him Mr. Take Your Shirt Off and Big Daddy Duck. So he had a few names as well that he went by. But I just wanted to do this for him because, again, uh, unfortunately, here it is. We're giving him his flowers where he's not able to smell the flowers now. But I'm grateful to have given him his flowers before his demise. And so I wanted to come on here and allow other people to engage with this podcast tribute and share some of the great moments, the good moments, the memories that you all had, because I'm sure that everybody who knows Duck had some story of their own that they could share. And I know that when they have homegoing services, they always tell people, you know, you got to limit your remarks to 2 minutes, and that's just impossible to do when you're talking about this brother Duck and the things that he did. You know what I'm saying? It's just not enough time. So again, that's the reason why I wanted to take this time out to reach out to those who I know that also moved up, and anybody who I didn't happen to meet, haven't met, who saw the post and want to chime in and just share a little bit about you all's experience. Then we just wanted to make that happen on tonight. We're also hoping that his sister Kat, uh, logs in a little bit. It would be nice to see her face and just to kind of see how she's doing. But when I spoke with her yesterday, she wasn't doing very well, and I didn't want to stress it. I said if you're willing to come on, I shared with her what I was doing, and then and I mentioned you, Nico, and just said that we were going to be honoring him with a farewell tribute, and I said we would love to have you on the show. So hopefully she'll pop in, but if not, we definitely understand, and we still send our prayers to her and her entire family. So,
Right.
without further ado, I'm gonna share with you all some of the photos of Duck, and we can kind of go into conversation in reference to those photos. If anybody happen to remember the place that it took place and what event that was, but feel free to comment. Um, Also, share this broadcast because I'm sure there are a lot of people that, when I say Duck blew up, bro, the internet, he
Mhm.
blew the internet up. Social media, bro, like hands down, he all over social media, bro, all over. So
Yeah.
share this broadcast to others who will want to come in and share their story and just know what we're getting ready to do. And let's have some fun, y'all, in honor of him, and kind of like let's celebrate his life.
Most
So
definitely.
that's what this is all about. So again, I'm just not really happy that I wasn't able to upload the video content. So I'm gonna still do it. It just won't happen tonight, but I will share some of the photos that I was able to select from his page. And I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna get right on to it. I was trying to pull photos from his page, bro, and when I tell you, I never reached the end of his photos. Like, I know people that put a lot of photos on their page, bro.
Right.
But
Right.
as I kept scrolling down, bro, when I kept scrolling down, it never stopped, bro. Like yesterday, I was scrolling down his photos for 5 hours, and I'm not exaggerating. I kept, I was scrolling down so much to the bottom that
Yeah.
it would be a grade. It would be like grade boxes where the photos would be, but then
Yeah.
it had to catch up. So I had to sit up here and wait for those photos to pop up because every time I scrolled to the bottom, it wasn't the end of his gallery. So I'm like, I scroll down, and then it's these boxes again that's just look like they were lighting up because they got to upload some more of his photos, bro. I did that for 5 hours, man, and it kept going. I'm like, I'm just gonna have to cut it off, bro. I can't even scroll down. It would I couldn't. That's how many pictures that brother got on his page, man.
I
Crazy.
know. I don't even. I actually have to look on my page. I take a lot of pictures with a lot of people. I've taken a lot of pictures over the years. I actually have to look and see if I even have a picture with him. I mean, I'm like, me and him took a picture together. I think we might have took one picture together. I'm not sure. I just gotta try to find it. Maybe type in his name and see if it'll pop up. Because I know we got one picture together. I got a lot of pictures with people, but I have to see if there is a picture with actually him, with me and him on the picture together. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm gonna look for that picture. Um, yeah, I'm gonna look for that. But what you were saying about that, I don't remember. Um, um, hey, okay, his younger daughter. Okay, tuning in. That's what's up. How you doing? What's your name?
We sending our condolences out to your dad. You know what I'm saying? He was a good friend of ours, you know. Uh, if you're willing to come on and share some things, you know, on this podcast, I'll I'll try to send you the link and get you on so you know you can talk a little bit about your dad. But thank you
Right.
all for tuning in. Uh, and then we
I was
see
gonna.
Tiffany,
I don't
Golden
see Tiff.
Child. What's up, Tiffany?
I don't.
So is that
You
Kaylee?
see?
Kaylee? Is that Kaylee? How is she pronouncing her name?
Yeah, you see stuff that I don't see.
Kalia? Is it Kalia? Okay. Look, I got on glasses, and it's kind of hard for me to see the name, so pardon me on that.
No, I see. I see that. Oh, she said, "Hey." Okay. What I was gonna say was I don't remember the little duck either. Uh, okay. I think to be honest, I think I was introduced to duck through you, Jay. Oh well. Um, so when I met Duck as he was before he just departed, hey, my Tiffany Golden. Okay, yeah. So and then when I came in the club world, I want to say around 2008, 2000. Well, I know 2009, but I'm gonna say 2008, somewhere between those years. That's pretty much when I met Duck. And um, one thing I gotta say, and I always gave him his props on this. There's a even as of now to this day, because I'm currently still active in the club world. So I know a lot from back then, and I know a lot from right now. What's going on now in 2024? But there's a lot of quote unquote MCs in the club world now. You know, or people call themselves MCs. It's MCs from the past. It's up and coming MCs. Everybody who takes the mic is not an MC. You know, it takes a lot of craft and everything to be an MC, to MC a party, a club party. I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all out there. But one thing I can say, I always put Duck. Duck was one of the very first MCs in my eyes of the club world. He was MC. He was an MC of the club world. He was MCing parties. He was getting paid to MC anniversaries, parties. That's who I knew. You see what I'm saying? So him, and I want to say him and Big Baby from Redliners. A lot of y'all legends, what I consider legends, remember that. Redliners. But him and Big Baby from Redliners was one of or two of the first MCs in the club world that, in my eyes, that I saw out there MCing parties and things like that. So a lot of you new MCs is out right now. People like Big Baby and Duck paved the way for a lot of you MCs out there now, just taking a mic, MCing these parties and things like that. You know, so I've always given him his props for doing that. You know, shout out to those who are doing it right now, but that was one of the very first MCs in the club world that I recognized that was doing that
Yeah,
back then. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
you
He
got,
was.
yeah, he was they club social clubs and MC clubs and van clubs. They was paying him to MC those parties, so he was doing it first. You got to give his man his props for doing it. You know, shout out to the ones who are doing it now, but he crafted that. So that's one of my memories of him. And like, and then I want to say I don't know if he was the first one to take his shirt off because you also got to remember this too, Mr. RYC Live. You have to remember, may he rest in peace. Also, Big Homie from EPM. Big
Yeah,
Homie would come into a party, stand up on a chair, and take his shirt off. So between him and Duck, they was them two brothers was known for taking their shirts off in parties. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? And now they're both no longer here. But yeah, I want to give them that platform because that was their trademark right there. That was you know everybody knew a lot of the new clubs and this new generation they don't know Big Homie like that, but some of the legends and older members that was around know who I'm talking about when I say Big Homie. Shout out to EPM. But him and Duck was doing that back then. So, and then you also know, Jay, when we had the House of Colors, the clubhouse. And see, that's another thing. A lot of people don't know nothing about clubhouses. They are like, I'm not talking about MC clubhouses. I'm talking about social clubhouses. You know, to have a clubhouse back then, you was really on your business. So, like I said, shout out to Honor Our Colors, my former club. We had a clubhouse, and you remember we used to have our Monday night. What do we have? Monday night.
yeah. Game night.
Game night. You know, Duck would come by. They would come
Oh,
by. They would, drink.
right.
We was right there on 59th and Western. That was the clubhouse over there, 59th and Western.
Yeah,
House of Colors.
the
You
House of
know,
Colors. Yeah.
the House of Colors on 50. And so Duck would come by. Everybody come by, just to drink, and we would kick it. He would come support.
What,
You know,
let me say something real. Let me interject a little bit. Yeah. So with the clubhouses, it, it would take Duck to tell you where it's birthed from. You know what I'm saying? Especially with him coming from the West Side and everything that took place out west that we don't know about. But I know that they had their club sets at Born Losers, the MC house, the MC's clubhouse, the Born Losers. But I don't know
right,
prior to that what they had going on because a lot of clubs steered from just being friends from the block that came together and just made some things happen. So uh, I know that it was something I can't recall, what I'm saying, but I remember him saying something about they had something before they started having their club sets at the Born Loser. And speaking in which, when they had their club sets at the Born Loser out west, they was
right,
giving away free chicken. It was free chicken. They giving away free chicken. All they wanted
right,
you to do was
right.
to come out, party with them on their Monday when they was giving away free wings. Like, what no
Was
club
it?
said giving away free wings. You know what I'm saying? Come out west, get your drink on, party, and his mom and the bad girls, bad toys, they would be in the kitchen frying up the chicken. You know what I'm
Frying that
saying?
chicken, right?
And
Exactly.
they even had me DJing some of their club sets. I end up DJing for their anniversary. Remember that they all white anniversary party,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
then I came out to perform when they had the anniversary party on the South Side, right off of 51st Street. You know, so these are things that I have video footage of and wanted to kind of show everybody some of the things that we had captured. But I guess, you know, it's all about timing and things of that nature. And I'm still in the process of putting the documentary together and trying to
Right.
see what's the best approach, because now they got Netflix and Tubi and stuff like that. And a lot of the movie theaters, unfortunately, are shutting down due to you can watch the movie in your crib. So that whole concept that I had 10 years ago and now is a little different with the approach of how I want to put the documentary out. But I'm definitely going to keep everybody in tune with that. But creating a documentary is not an overnight thing. It takes years, and it takes footage, and it just takes receipts, and it takes time. But we're closer to the completion of the documentary, which is a good thing. So again, I'll keep you all posted once I complete the documentary. And like I say, shameless plug, but I just uh, got a nominee for one of the best videos that I directed along with Cortez Mack. Him and I produced a video for an artist, music video for an artist named Trent G. And so that's doing extremely well. So y'all be looking out for your boy doing some major directing and stuff like that on the big screen. Tyler Perry, look out. But anyway, back to Duck at Hand. There's a lot of great things that we can say. And I'm literally scrolling through the comments and posting them as they come in. $5 beer bus, chicken and beer. You're absolutely right, Tiffany. Chicken and beer bus. That's what it was. And it was going down, and you know, it was worth driving from the South Side to out west to have a party and kick it with Bad Boys, Bad Toys. You know, and you know, once those things kind of dissolved in the club world, I knew that it was actually time for me to start falling back, because that genuine love and support that was happening and that we brought into the club world was locked until we start, when other clubs start allowing other members to get involved, and they were too young, and a lot of the fights and a lot of things came into the club world that kind of tore it down based on people just trying to get in, and it became messy. And I just knew that it was my time to kind of just fade back, because that's not what I was in the club world for. And that's not to say I still couldn't finish doing whatever, you know, what our goal was set out to be, that we that stopped anything, because it didn't. But there was some interference that kind of like I just didn't want to have no more dealings. And so I just faded out. I didn't really just say I'm gonna quit, but I just faded out. But again, Duck, we got to stay on the subject of Howard Gayton, A.K.A. Big Daddy Duck, Mr. Goddamn Man. I got pictures with him. How many? Like, let's just go for a moment. Let me just scroll through some of these pictures, and let's kind of just. We all know what Duck was known for, right? You know, we know what he was known for. So,
That's my,
you know, like he's. But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you that brother right there. The women love Duck. The women love Duck. You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to figure out recognizing them women.
The women love Duck. Like, I'm gonna tell you this, man. First, I was real conscious about, you know, keeping my physique. But like when I saw that, you know, like women, like they like that pouch, man. I think I started growing a little pouch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, what was the character he? Oh yeah, well that's one of the characters he used to portray right there. It was another character he used to portray, kind of like a Big Mama. No, not a Big Mama, kind of like a Medea character. He used to
oh yeah,
portray.
yeah, he
Yeah,
had a
that one right
Medea
there.
character.
Yeah, there it is right there. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He would enter those costume contests, man, to take first prize, man, because I mean, he would wear a thong. It wasn't no shame in his game, man. He enjoyed life.
Uh,
He enjoyed life, man. At the end of the day, like, we don't know what his problems were, but
mhm.
I can honestly say he hid them well. You know what I'm saying? Whatever problems he had, man, if he came in contact with anybody else, you wouldn't have even known about his problems unless he just literally went on social media and booed in his car from time to time, you know, and he cried out, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, man, you have to, when you can only be strong for so long, but then, you need a shoulder to lean on sometimes. You know what I'm saying? If everybody constantly leaning on your shoulder for support and stuff like that, at times, man, you break. So it was times where he would get on social media and he would break down. Uh,
Well, he was also, I mean, Duck and um Bad Boys Bad Toys, they were big supporters. They supported a lot, and reason I say that is because as you know, you had what four? I think you had like four Replicolors concerts. Was it four, right?
yeah, it was four.
Four Replicolors concerts. And I think he appeared. He came to all of them. If not, well, I know he performed the very
He
first
he
one.
he, he missed the very first one. The
No, he
very
was there, wasn't he?
the very
He
first
didn't do that one.
the very first Rep Your Colors concert he missed. He was out of town, and
Oh,
so
okay.
because we did an interview. I did an interview on him where he said, "Man, I never miss another one." He was out of town for the first one. So after that one, he didn't miss any more. He made it to the second one, the third one, and the fourth. But that
So
that that first one he missed.
okay,
They
because
won the
the
first.
first one I missed.
Yeah, he didn't make that one.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? But
okay. So yeah,
but yeah. So like I said, very supportive, man. And again, we all got problems. We all got some form of issues and things that we're dealing with, which is called life. And every now and then we need an ear to vent to. But again, whatever issues he had, you would hardly ever know about. You wouldn't have known about the issues that he had because when you saw him, he was just trying to make you smile. He was trying to make you laugh. You know what I'm saying? That was his character as far as around me, making me laugh.
yeah, because
Making me
he had a
smile.
lot of comedy shows coming up that he was doing. Some out. I think as far as Gary, Indiana, he had shows out there. He was doing at different venues. So he was on his way to being, taking that stage to being one of those top comedians in the city. You know, um, he he was also. I mean, they traveled a lot too. So they was a traveling club. They
Exactly.
traveled a lot.
Let
Um,
let not to cut you off real quick. Let me show y'all this right here. This is
yeah, that's the
this was
fourth
the rep
concert.
your this was the Rep Your Colors concert part 3.
No,
And
that. Oh yeah, yeah, it was three. At the
that was
Congress.
3. And you can see at the bottom what Stephanie said. I can't even see that, man, because like I said, my monitor screen is so low, so small.
It says one picks from. I said I picks from one of the concerts they performed on stage with you. I think she was trying to say I got picks. I got picks from one of the concerts they performed on stage. Yeah, that's if I'm correct, Steph. I think that's what you saying, but I get it.
Right. Listen, since we talking about concerts, man, like I don't know who's all watching at the moment, but I will tell you this: like the concert, the Rep Your Colors concert part 4. When when he was there, him and his crew, like he said, he had never missed another one, and they were there. But this was this right here was a different performance coming from Bad Boys Bad Toys. And like I said, I had the video for this, man. Like so, like
I witnessed it. I witnessed it firsthand. So yeah,
yeah,
I
we
witnessed that.
definitely, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna come
That's what.
back. We're gonna come back as a part 2 to this tribute, so that I can make sure that I put up a few of those clips, man, because it's one thing to talk about it, but it's another thing to actually see it, and just to see it on the to see it after the fact, like right now, it's still not showing, giving it any justice to what like you experienced in person. When you saw this in person, it's totally different from just putting up a video of it. Like, so where I'm going with this, right? Shout out one
Right.
time to Bear. Shout out, shout out one time to Bear, man. Like, for those for those who
that
missed the Rep Your Colors concert part 4, man, Bad Boys
that
Bad Toys was on the stage,
that was
and
hilarious.
look, they was just about what 2 minutes into they show.
Look. I'm talking about had the what is it? The smoke machine and everything. They had the
Oh,
smoke machine. They had all that. Then they had a blooper. Remember the show bloopers? It was one of those. I'm talking about. You thinking with the smoke screen they about to do their thing and it, but then this happened.
yeah. So for those who missed out on that performance, uh, we had to bring some laughter to it because I've never seen it before in my life. And to be honest with you, what other better club to do it than Bad Boys Bad Toys? Because they just the life of the party. Like he, like they wasn't no
Hey, hey,
like what I did. I was reaching out to people, man, that just had fun. So even though they weren't artists, for me to get a selective group of people that weren't even artists and to turn them into artists, to make songs and put them on stage for
yeah,
the first time. You know what I'm saying? So they weren't rappers. They were entertainers. Bad Boys Bad Toys were entertainers. And so I'm gonna say
but
this
that's
so I
awesome.
can go ahead and pass it on to you, bro. But Duck and Cat and the whole Bad Boys Bad Toys and Bad Girls family on stage, routine down packed, they in it. God damn it! God damn it! God
That's what
damn
I'm
it!
saying. That's what I'm
And they
saying.
was on 10. They was on 10, rocking to the Whoop That Trick instrumental. God damn it! And
Right.
and Bam Man was so hyped, bro. And the fog on the stage, and he was so charged that he literally, now the stage was about 6 feet tall. It was a tall stage. It was about 6 feet. And he literally fell off the stage. Like he walked off and fell off. Like he literally walked off, God damn it. And he fell and just went straight down, and Duck and the whole crew, they saw him, and you can see them laugh and try to hold their laugh, bro. But guess what? They kept going. They kept going, bro. And you can hear Bam when he
Hey,
was falling. He screamed so loud, man, that you heard it over the music, bro. And this is the concert. You can hear him in the background telling us, oh. And about 10 minutes later, you finally saw his head coming up from the stage, man. And he sat on the end of the stage. He was rubbing his knee because he hurt himself. So I'm not laughing at the fact that he hurt. I'm not laughing at the fact, but I'm laughing at the fact. But for those who missed that, it's a lot of stories that I can honestly and personally share with you all where we'll go to next week. But unfortunately, we don't have all that time. So we're going to continue to share some more moments. We're going to go to some comments. We got to pay some bills. But when we come back from paying some bills, we're going to talk a little bit more about the life of the one and only Howard Gayton A.K.A. Duck, right after these messages. Not them messages. Not them messages. And not this message. But this is the life.
Mm.
time for us to go live, so rep your city. I really would appreciate if y'all roll with me. Feeling this music cause it makes me wanna step. And if you don't wanna do, then you lying to yourself. Cause every time we party, we gon' have fun. I don't know about you, but I'ma rep where I'm from. The south side of the C-H-I-C-A-G-O. Ain't gotta be related to me, but you're my people. We all equal, no big eyes and little you. Cause if you're from the shy, then that means we all crew, right? Right? I knew you would agree, like my man Black Ice and big homie JMD. Shout out to Spree for blessing me with this track. So just put it on loop, rewind and play it back. I made this for you cause Chi-Town is my home. Cause this is your joint, no lie, this your song, come on.
Welcome to the RIC Live. If you feel good, put your hands up high. And if you rep the hood in the city of the Shy, this is your joint right here, no lie. Welcome to the RIC Live. If you feel good, put your hands up high. And if you rep the hood in the city of the Shy, this is your joint right here, no lie. Play the red line like Solo, walk like DA, command like the General. Salute to all the DJs, throw this in your favorite, put this on replay. I'ma run it back, this a hip hop relay. Let's slow it down, move to a smooth pace. My flow straight, might end up in your place, in your space, spitting bars in your face. I don't waste no time, I'm getting paid. I'm the only one that can stop my flow. I show up every day cause this all I know. I create, I produce, yeah, I put on a show. What's your name? Mugshot, player, there you go. Like Nate and Luda, I got area codes. I'm in the United States doing music for dough. While y'all fake working in the area, yo, I'm screaming Chi-Town until they bury me, bro. Come on. Welcome to the RIC Live. If you feel good, put your hands up high. And if you rep the hood in the city of the Shy, this is your joint right here, no lie. Welcome to the RIC Live. If you feel good, put your hands up high. And if you rep the hood in the city of the Shy, this is your joint right here, no lie.
Let the DJ spin the record while I control the mic, and let's celebrate like it's the last night of your life. You see the lights every time we take flight. Day and night, our skyline be so bright.
It's beautiful, no other place like this. The only city you leave and you get homesick. What's wrong with all the world thinking we don't show love when we in the club and just be shooting each other up? Like that at all. I rep my city, something that I do regularly. Been around for a while, but now I'm a new celebrity. Cameras on me, guess it's something like an interview. Asking me questions like, what is you finna do? Nothing trivial, nothing too complicated. Nothing subliminal, nothing you gotta X-rated. So put your hands up, cause finally we made it. Windy City, this for you, can you appreciate it?
Welcome to the RIC Live. If you feel good, put your hands up high. And if you rep the hood in the city of the shy, this is your joint right here. No lie, no lie. Welcome to the RIC Live. If you feel good, put your hands up high. And if you rep the hood in the city of the shy, this is your joint right here. No lie, no lie, no lie.
Welcome back to RYC Live, Rep Your City, where we are doing a farewell tribute to Howard Gayton, A.K.A. Big Daddy Duck. You know what I'm saying? With your host, Nico, and myself, Mr. RYC Live. Some of you all know me as Jay the Magnificent One. Some of you all know me as Mr. Club Banger, JMD. I wear many hats, but today I'm Mr. RYC Live on the RYC Live show on the RYC Live network platform. And so just wanted to share a few things real quick before we get back into the swing of things. But you all can check out Fresh Fridays with my boy, the one and only Artistic, right here, giving you the best of hip hop, the history of hip hop. And we have a new show we're getting ready to launch called Pure Energy. We're looking forward to that. Them launching their podcast very, very soon. We'll keep you all posted on that. And we also have a couple of more areas that's going to be launching their podcast right here on the RYC Live Network from Texas. My man Eric from Texas. So got a lot of great things that's happening right here on the platform RYC Live. So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned, keep it locked and loaded. Also subscribe to our Facebook channel, our YouTube channel. Just stay in tune. And if any of you got what it takes and you want to do a podcast on the network, reach out to us, email us at ryclive@yahoo.com. Let us know that you're interested in starting a podcast, and we'll be more than happy to help assist you all on the network, on our platform, RYC Live. So now that we just paid some bills, we want to go back to the life of Duck. And I know that we're kind of all over the place with things, you know, there's no real timeline to what we're discussing tonight. We're just kind of like just kind of impromptu, just off the top of the dome. And we're happy that we have an audience that's tuning in right now and sharing some of those great memories as well about Duck. And we can see where Stephanie, again, thank you, Stephanie, for tuning in and sharing, you know, comments and things like that. Shout out to Miss Coney in the building checking in. She was saying that Duck was hilarious. And also she sent us a shout out too, Nico.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up. What's up, Miss Coney?
Yep. So, man, so I'm scrolling down the comments, you know what I'm saying? Talking about the concert.
I see
Uh,
Fat from OSD. Man,
yep.
somebody just posted.
And then Tiffany was talking about somebody had just posted that the video of Duck walking off the stage, which that was probably something that I reposted. And then we also got Sugar Mama on here. Sugar Mama on here from 442. She say, hey, they changed when they had kind of made everybody reveal their government name. And so it's a lot of people on here that you may not recognize because of the government name. And so and
Yeah,
so yeah,
I'm
that's
some of the
Sugar Mama
names.
right there. Joanne.
Hey, Miss Cooney.
Yep. So how many of you all out there, like I know it's kind of like you can say, let me in, coach. Like, if you want to comment and if you want to come on right quick, I'll send you the link and y'all can come in and join us right now on the podcast. I knew
Most
that this was
definitely.
going to go over. We kicked it off 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, which, but we're going to go over it. This thing is going to go at least another hour, at least. We're in the first hour, we're in the first hour of this. And so we're going to most likely be wrapping it up in about another hour, probably. I don't know. I'm just putting it out there, but who knows? Shout out one time to Gemini in the building. Thanks for the love. Well, you know what? Let's just post it. Yep. So Duck
Okay,
was his
yeah.
stepdad. So still don't know exactly what happened. Um,
Mm-mm.
and please, ladies and gentlemen, don't start any rumors. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm sure that we'll know when we'll
In
know.
due
But
time, right?
when I talked to his sister, I was just not happy to hear the news overall. I wasn't happy, but just to know that his life wasn't taken by the hands of somebody, you know what I'm saying? I was more at ease, but a little bit of ease, you know what I'm saying? Because he's still gone, you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm just glad, it wasn't an act of violence, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
And so it wasn't an act of violence, he wasn't murdered. Um, I do know that, you know, he had some health complications because why? Because he would go live sometimes or he would take pictures of him in the hospital. So that's about as much as I know. Um, but and once I find out, I'm still not going to share that because I mean, it's just better coming from the source. And when you tell one story to somebody, by the time you get to the third person, it's already changed. It's already switched around. So you know, in due time, we'll know what happened to Duck. But it's definitely shocking to a lot of us, most of us. Uh, I would say if there was a contest in any event and somebody say we got a trophy for the life of the party, whoever the life of the party was, he would win them all. He would win hands down. He would take that award for being the life of the party. That's, if nothing else, he was definitely the life of the party. Nico, you there? It looked like you froze. You still with me? Uh-oh.
I'm hearing my sound going out.
Oh, okay. All right. Robin, you was his girlfriend for 26 years? Wait a minute. Do I know Robin? Do I know you, Robin? You say, would you like to come in on the broadcast? I can send you a link and you can come on in. You say you was his girlfriend. All right now. All right now. Well, he always seemed to be happy, so apparently, you did some good, you because like I say, I never had a uh never experienced him venting to me about any girls or women, lady, queen, or any relationship uh, situation. So that's a good thing. It was never stress from that. If it was, I never knew about it. All he talked about was, he would definitely call me and thank me for being a inspiration to him, and then he also said that I was his mentor. So I'm honored. You just never know the type of impact that you have on a person. And I'm glad that he was able to get something from me that he was able to utilize and incorporate into who he was. Whatever that may have been that he was able to get from me and utilize or whatever, it's just good to know that you just never know you never know what you may say or do that can have some type of impact on a person. So be careful about the things that you say and do because people are watching. And during a
Right.
time of need, it may be a certain time where they need to see or hear that. And so yeah, so Nico, um, any other memories that you have?
Well, I want to say, the last memory I have, well, actually, like the last time I seen Duck, um, to be exact, was October 4th, 2023.
The day before my birthday, huh?
Yeah. So I was I went to Vegas last year in October for like 4 days, from the first through the fourth. And I was on my way back from Vegas, and I was in the airport at Vegas. And I'm looking like, man, this brother looks familiar. Well, I mean, who don't recognize that? If you know Duck, you know Duck. I can't say he looked familiar. I mean, it was Duck. So just a quick memory, we were actually in the airport together
Can you
on the
speak up,
same.
some?
I said we were actually in the airport together on the same flight coming back from Vegas to Chicago. And I'm talking like that. I'm like, so we actually was. He was like, "Now I was in Vegas for the weekend," and I'm like, "Yeah, I was too." And so we just chopped it up, and um, man, that was like the last time I saw him. You know?
Want to send a shout out one time to Scrappy in the building tuning in. He said that he is and will be missed. Thanks a lot,
Oh yeah.
Scrappy.
What's up, Scrappy? Long time no hear from no see. Yeah,
Yeah.
untouchable.
Untouchables tuning in, Untouchables Van Club. Scrappy in the building. Want to say thanks, Scrappy, man, for taking the time out, man, to come in for a moment, while we're paying our respects and tribute in honor of Duck. And you know me, man. I'm not always on here. You know what I'm saying? And there's got to be something, man, for me to pop in. You know what I'm saying? That's when I pop in. And this is not to take nothing away from anybody else, but like, yeah, you know, man, this is a hard pill to swallow. It's a hard pill right here for the club world, and not just the club world, man. Duck was known for many things, many people, man, all walks of life, man. It wasn't just the van clubs, it wasn't the car, bike, social clubs. I mean, it was civilian love too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Community love. Like, um, I believe I was getting ready in the very beginning to start off about um, he raffled off his van for $10. He had a raffle, and I did a commercial for him for his raffle, where it was $10 a ticket, and he raffled off his van. You know what I'm saying? And I was gonna show that commercial as well. But like I say, I got to do a part two to this because I was up all night. I didn't get no sleep. I was up all night preparing to put videos in this broadcast, and I was not. I was unsuccessful with doing so. So I just feel that I need to come back and do that. But I miss you too, Scrappy man. Appreciate it, bro. Scrap
Yeah.
say he missed us, man. Miss you too. Yep, yep.
I didn't even know he
Alicia,
was. I
Alicia
didn't even
say,
know he.
"What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody?" Uh, hey, K House, Robert King in the building. No, that's Tiffany. I guess he's saying, "Hey, K House, okay." Uh,
Okay.
Greg White in the building, checking in.
Okay.
Uh, yep, yep, yep. Sugar Mama waving at everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, Nico, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the screen for a moment, and yeah. So I'll be right back in about 1 minute. But you go ahead, man, and take it away, and I'll be right back.
Okay. What's up, everybody? Okay. So, um, we just here tonight, like I said, to celebrate, do a little bit of remembrance of Duck. I was asked to be a part of this. As you all know, I do my own memory. Um, some of you, if not most of you, on my page, gone but not forgotten. So whenever we lose somebody in the club world or wherever, mostly the club world, I put them on there, show respect, show condolences, things like that. Somebody made a joke at one time and said, "Man, um, you hear about people pass. People pass every day. So, how they pass is different, but people pass every day. So, but to hear somebody in the club world pass away, that we've been around with for so many years, we done party with, hung out with, someone we got well acquainted with, and eventually, we consider ourselves family. If you've been around this long, you consider yourself a family in this. Whether you're in a social club, whether you're in social club, car club, truck club, band club, MC club, you all consider a family if you're in this circle that we was in. So somebody made a joke like, you hear somebody pass away and you say, man, it's not real until Nico puts them on that page. Well, yeah, that's true. Because I don't post nobody until I get the full fact. Or I know this is what happened, or this is what it is. So it never, it's never comforting to me to even put somebody on that page like that, especially somebody I've been rocking with for, like I said, I've been in this 15 years. Somebody I've been rocking with for 15 years, um, and then they pass away. It's never comforting to me to put you on that page, but the page was designed to, basically pay tribute and get the message out there. Some people don't even know such and such passed away or whatever. So some of the info, sometimes I don't even know. I get secondhand information and then I add it to the page. So people message me and say, hey, such and such just passed away, or can you post it? So I don't even have all the information. That's just like with Duck. I didn't even have information at first. I think I saw it, going down the timeline, like wow, you know. And it was a bit of a shock, just like with anybody that passed away in this club was a shock to us. We've lost so many people in this club world coming up that I've been in. It's just like, man. So like like we were saying, Duck was a good brother. He did a lot of things. He supported as much as he could. Um, he was just one of them guys. He made you laugh. He was funny. He had, like I said, he had this comedy thing going on that he was trying to get started, or actually he did get started. He was doing comedy shows in different venues here and there. Um, you know, his club was a very successful club, um, and it still is. That's one of them. You've been around, of his club. So that club was always going to be a legendary club, and they've always been known to be guys that partied on stage and all of them took their shirts off and just dance. And see, back then, clubs had their own club song. So Bad Boys, Bad Toys actually had a club song. That's another thing to have. I mentioned earlier at the top of this broadcast, to have your own clubhouse back then was one thing, but to have your own clubhouse and your own club song, and then when you come to a party and the DJ plays your club song, that was Bad Boys, Bad Toys. I remember we used to be at we used to go to the New Attitude. A lot of you all probably remember that. Rest in peace, John. I think he was the owner of the New Attitude, but we used to be there. Hot City, a couple other places. I'm trying to think. These like little lounges. You have to have been around to even know all this stuff. Some of probably the new generation who's tuning in probably don't even know what I'm talking about, but you had to have been around. The older generation, y'all know what I'm talking about. We used to do this stuff back then, and everything was good. So, Duck was always known for the hair. He always had like little blowout. And it was always like meat. He had it. When he get it cut, he had it lined up. He was known for that. He wore that same hairstyle. How he wore it, that was Duck. I don't remember where they were like partying or where, even if they had a clubhouse, but I do remember Born Losers, where we was going there Monday night for chicken, and chicken was good, so we were doing that. And to see that brother gone, it's like, man, it's just something we have to come to reality. Just like with anybody else that passed away, and just remember him for the good things that he did while he was here, who he was while he was here. Everybody who passes away, we pay our tribute in different ways, different people. Some people touch people more than others. But like I said, Duck was always been cool with me. He always, shouted me out like Nico, back then it was always when you saw me, you saw Mr. RYC or Jay Magnificent One or DJ J. When you saw him, you saw me. When you saw me, you saw him. That was my honor our colors days. That's all you knew. Shout out to the rest of my club members. We and like I said, they came to the clubhouse, House of Colors. They came out and they hung out and they partied. So yeah, I know that brother's definitely gonna be missed. And he touched a lot of people, had an impact on a lot of people. So like Mr. RYC said, we don't have all the details, so we can't make no speculations or nothing. We just know, that brother was loved and he's no longer here. And we just got to remember the times that we had with him, the good times. True West Sider. He was a true West Sider. I can't say that. West Side was in his blood. So, but he don't, wherever you had a party, he was coming. Whether it be the South Side, the South Suburbs, wherever, he was coming, and he was bringing his crew.
Hey, Nico.
Yeah.
So just recently, and this is why I was hoping that we could have got Cat on, because he just lost his mom. His mom, I don't know if
Yeah.
it was this year or I know if it wasn't this year, it was last year, but he just lost his mom. So like my prayers go out to the family, like my sincere, deepest condolences and prayers go out to you, the whole Guyton family,
Yeah.
Um, you know, I don't know what that's like, you know what I'm saying? So I can't say I know how people feel when they lost their mom, their parents and stuff like that. But man, I'm looking right now at this picture right here, man. Like
Okay. Right.
that's him,
Right.
that's him and his mom, and like they say, they both are united again,
Right.
they're united again, So I want to say rest in peace to him, boy, like we just saw a post from his ex-girlfriend. She say she was with Duck for 20 something years, right? And like, I don't know, no pun intended now when I say this, but I don't know. I think that was probably like after that, then that's when he probably turned up. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, but that single life. You know what I'm saying? Like those pictures. It like when I tell you the women love Duck, like it was too many pictures for me to post up all the pictures that he had with women, kissing them, kissing their stomach. You know what I'm saying? Uh, One thing that I can honestly say, bro, like when we would go to them parties, bro, when I really believe, man, I wish like these, like I just wasn't able to put all the pictures up, but I really do feel and believe that Duck wanted to be a stripper. Like I think he wanted to be a stripper, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he wanted to be a rapper. Probably not much of a rapper. I know he wanted to be a comedian, but I think he also wanted to be a stripper, man, because one of his signature moves, man, he always gave a girl a lap dance. And whether they wanted it or not, it wasn't that wasn't an option, bro.
Right.
That wasn't an option. If he pulled that chair up, it was over. If you sitting in a chair and he get in front of you, it's a done deal. It's over. You cannot get up. Like, of course you can't get up because he's finna sit on. He's finna give you a straight up lap dance. And I mean, he gonna give you a lap dance. He gonna do what he do. He gonna do what male strippers do. So he gonna give you a lap dance. He gonna pick the chair up. He gonna flip it over. He gonna get on you. He gonna throw your legs up. So I can honestly say, man, that I think Duck, for the most part, did a lot of the things that he really had a desire in his heart to do, man. I believe that now. When we want to take it to the next level, that's a whole different story. When we want to do something, like sometimes we're already successful at that thing that we desire to do if we're doing it. But sometimes people just want to, there's levels to success. But when you think about the things that Duck did, he was successful in everything that I've witnessed him do. Have a car, have his van club,
Right.
do his comedy, um, uh, community service. Giving back to the community, getting on stage, man, just rapping and making people laugh, stripping. I really believe in his hustle. Man, when the internet opened up, man, technology opened up and made it where people can get on like we're on right now and be seen and heard across the world. That was it. It was just really, to be honest, to me, it was just a matter of time as far as you're either going to put yourself on or the opportunity can come about where you're discovered by somebody who can really help your career launch. You know what I'm saying? But you can't just sit around and wait for that to happen. You still have to still work in that thing because it may not happen. So you may have to create your own opportunity for success. Right. You know what I'm saying? You have to, you're gonna, especially when you get older. Now, when you're young, we all were once young, and you know, some may have had the desire to want to be this famous singer or rapper or whatever, and waiting for somebody who's knowledgeable of that particular type of business to help launch your career. You know, that's the big dream of even rappers and stuff like that today. They're doing things hoping that a Jay-Z or Master P or Dr. Dre or somebody can put them on. That's what they used to be. Put me on. But the truth of the matter is, don't wait for that. And so this was one of the things that I shared with Duck. I'm like, man, don't wait for nobody to put you on their stage, bro. Because if you wait for another comedian to put you on their stage, it most likely won't happen, especially if that comedian is still trying to get their career off the ground. Then they're not going to try to put you on the stage and compete with their fan base and nothing like, things like that. So I told him, I say, man, start your own, man. Do your own comedy. You need to do that and stop looking for these people to put you on their stage, because all they're going to fear is that you're going to take their shine. So I want to just say this to encourage anybody that is looking to pursue their career in the entertainment industry or anything. Don't sit up waiting on nobody to grab you by the hand and thinking that they're going to pull you on, or you feel like they're supposed to, they're obligated to. Nah, don't nobody owe nobody nothing. You got to do it yourself. And one of the things that I'm really proud about my as far as my brother is that he did take that advice and he started doing a lot of his own stuff. And I can see the growth in what he was doing. And it was just a matter of time, man. It was just a matter of time. This just makes you want to speed up everything in life that you're trying to do when there's a death, you know what I'm saying? Because there was some projects, man, that I had already written scripts to that he was going to play in the role. And now it ain't even the same, because he was the perfect character for the part that was written. Right. So to get somebody to replace that part, it's like rewriting that part, because you wrote the part based on the character of that person. And it wasn't like you was getting him to act. I just wanted him to be himself in this particular role. You know what I'm saying? So I can't get somebody to play Duck. You know what I'm saying? Duck can only play Duck. Just do you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I knew, man, that I believed in my soul, bro, that it was just a matter of time for him to get the shine that he very well deserved. And he grind all the way to the end, and that's one of the things that I'm mostly proud about, Duck, man, is that, he didn't let nothing stop him. You know what I'm saying? He made a lot of sacrifices. I've seen a lot of the sacrifices that he made that most people wouldn't do. They wouldn't make those sacrifices. So he made a lot of sacrifices to make some things happen. And that's one of the things that I can honestly say I'm most proud of him, you know, and I know what that's like. I know what that's like. So yeah. So let's read some more comments. So as we go back and read some of the comments, Alicia was saying the owner, John, at the New Attitude always made you feel welcome. Absolutely.
Yeah. Rest in peace. Yep.
X Lounge. Yep. Elks Lounge on 51st Street. That's where they did their last anniversary, I think, or the last one that I attended anyway, you know.
Yeah, I mentioned Hot City. I mentioned I didn't mention the filling station.
Boy, you bringing up some memories now. Talking about the filling station, man.
The filling station. Where else? Where we at? The Home Chuck. That was way out there.
And he traveled most of the time. If you think about it, I don't know, but I want to almost say that there was more clubs on the south side than it was the west side
at that time. Yeah.
So every time you looked up, the west side bad boys, bad toys came out south. And that was one of his biggest arguments. Like, man, I come out south to all y'all clubs and I can't even come get y'all to come out to my chicken and beer bus. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that part right there. And then he spoke about how, you know, his club was blackballed. And that was definitely something that I could relate to because I was blackballed too. You know what I'm saying? So I knew. And that's where that the no council movement started, you know what I'm saying? Because that's when things started to get messy. And, you know, we ain't even going to go all off into that, you know what I'm saying? Because I do get a little bitter when I think about it. And it didn't have to be that way. But you know, anytime there's good, there's going to always be that spirit, that negative energy that's going to come and try to destroy that. Anytime there's good. And there was a lot of good going on during that time. And there was some folk that wasn't trying to see that. They didn't want to see that happening. And so, you know, there was some blackballing going on. But anyway, the last minutes of his life was him promoting himself. I was in the group chat he was in. So, yeah, the day before Duck passed, as far as what I witnessed after I saw all the rest in peace comments on the thread, which I thought you probably already knew. So when I went to your Gone But Not Forgotten page and I didn't even see it up, I figured you didn't know nothing about it because you normally be on point with that. So I kind of had an idea. That's why I called you. But I think you were busy at the time. But I reached out to you and I wasn't able to get through to you because Mama Moon reached out to me and then my phone went dead. And then I went on because I was going to call her on, you know, through social media. And that's when I started seeing the post. And it confirmed what she was saying because when she said what she said, it didn't register. But I heard her. Then the phone died out. And so in that post before that day, he was in his car promoting an audition that they were getting ready to have that following day. And he was telling everybody. And when he started off his broadcast, he was saying, "Come on in, y'all, come on in." And then somebody asked him how he was doing. And he was like, "I'm good." And then he changed that. He said, "No, I'm not good." He said, I'm not good at all." He said, "But I'm not on here to talk about that. What I'm on here to talk about is the audition for tomorrow." And then he got off into the details of the audition. And he was promoting that. He was just kind of like, I'm proud of him because he was doing the stuff that he was supposed to do. And he was right. Putting his team together. He was getting his team together.
I I believe that show may still go on. I'm not sure. I just saw that it was postponed.
Yeah, I
It
saw
may
where it was postponed.
it may
Uh,
still happen. I'm not sure. Don't quote me, but it may still happen. But um,
did you know? Did you know? Did you know about the event to say that you think it's
I
going to go on?
I didn't. But there's been times in the past that he'll I don't know if it's personally messaged me or just send a message to everybody that goes out to me about his shows and things like that. And a lot of them were out in the Indiana area also, believe it or not. A lot of shows out in like Gary and things like that on Broadway Street and things like that. So he was actually coming, I guess he was getting a lot of support out there as far as, doing the shows and things like that. So this last one I didn't know about until I saw, the plug in that postpone going down. So I'm like, okay. So like I said, it may still go on, it may not.
Right.
Or they might just do something with that. I'm not sure.
Well, let me say this. Another reason why I was hoping that Cat would have came on to just give us some follow up information as far as their plans for the services, which I have no clue on what's going to take place, and that would have kind of, provided information to to those who kind of just trying to see and waiting around to see what actions are going to take place. So as soon as I get some information, I'll post it up on my page, but it would have to definitely come from Kat. Anybody else that's saying this or saying that, I'm not going to post it on my page until I hear directly from her. And then, I'll post it up and I'll tag people in it. But like I said, I would like to do a part 2 to this. I'm not going to say that I am, but I would like to, because there's just some things that I really wanted to show you guys, because this is not meant to be a sad tribute. This is meant to uh, celebrate the life of our dear friend Duck, who name was Howard Gayton, and it was to talk about the good memories. If you think about it, Duck ain't you can't even probably count how many times Duck made you laugh, but there's only one time he made you cry.
Right.
And this is that time. But I don't want this last time to be what I remember the most, the last cry, or the first cry, which end up being the last cry.
I had to ask myself, not myself, I had to ask him. I remember asking him, everybody's name, their club name, is derived from something or created from something. Some people come in the club world with that name. Some people got their name in the club world. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Some people come like that's been their nickname from birth, and they just brought it in the club world. Some people got their name just being a part of the club world. So I remember asking him, like, where did the name Duck come from? Right? Like, because I think about his government name, and I'm like, how do you get Duck out of that? So he said, "Nigga, I'm gonna tell you where my name came from." So he made the duck sound with like Daffy
Right.
Duck, and he's like, "This is where I got the name Duck from." I said, "Oh, that's why they call you Duck." He started
I remember hearing that.
Like Daffy Duck. I'm like, I get it now. There it is. So I didn't even know back in those days, why did they call you Duck? That's why. So
Yeah, I remember him telling that story. I remember that.
yeah, and like I said, he back in the days, and I said this earlier, top of the broadcast, but I say it again, he was one of the go-to guys as far as if you wanted your party MC, he was one of the go-to guys. Do it, and I can go down a list of MCs, quote unquote MCs that we had back then. May he rest in peace too, because he was also an MC back then. His name Mike. You can call him Big Mike. Everlasting Dynasty. I think that was his club. Everlasting Dynasty. He passed away a few years back, but I'm just not trying to throw different people that I know that were MCs and that would MC your party and was good at it. I remember going to Mr. G on 87th and Ashland, and most of the anniversaries were there, and Duck was MCing those parties. So he was one of the go-to MCs, and he had a lot of go-to DJs, as you know yourself. So yeah.
I don't know if you can hear this in the background, but I'm actually playing one of the tracks. They had a song called "Do Something." I don't know if you can hear it, but I got it playing in the background.
Vaguely. It's kind of low, but I can just hear it just a little bit.
Yeah, so we're going to look again at a few more comments, and then we're going to kind of start to wrap it up. I do want to thank everybody who took the time out to come in and share some memories and honoring our brother Duck. Was hoping to see a few more people on here, but with Meta or Facebook changing some things on their platform, and a lot of the names are no longer nicknames, and pictures have been changed. A lot of people don't even look the same. So a lot has changed over the years with Facebook, and I know that I've lost some contacts with a lot of people. And, there are a few things that I have that I make sure I keep consistent, so that if there's any time somebody is trying to reach me, I'm really not hard to find. You type in DJJ the Magnificent One on social media, I'll pop up. You type that on YouTube, put a comment in, I'll get the comment. But with names changing and some people don't even entertain Facebook anymore. A lot of people went over to Instagram. But I'm just saying all of that to say that it's a lot of people who I've lost contact with that I would have liked to reach out to, and sent them tag them in the post so that they can be part of this tribute.
Right.
Even, some people still, either they don't never learn how to really utilize the functions of social media, or they forgot how, or because they've changed some things up on the platform, things are a little bit different nowadays. So, but we did have some real good engagement, and want to thank everybody who took the time out again to tune in. I hope that we were able to to see all of your comments, and here we are again. Here we are again on not the best terms, but happy memories. And again, unfortunately, we're not able to provide you all with any information as far as homegoing services or funeral services or anything like that. But as soon as I find out, I'll ask Kat, if it's okay for me to share that publicly with you guys. If not, then I'm gonna fall back and let her do what's best. I thought we probably would have went on to a full 2 hours, but we did get an hour and 40 minutes in. I believe I showed all of the photos that like I say, he got so many photos, and it's just unreal. It's just unreal the amount of photos that brother have on his page. And again, we're just reflecting on the life of Duck. It's kind of unreal. It seemed like it happens to the best of us, but it happens to all of us. We're going to eventually have to go down this same path. But, in the world in which we live today, we need more people like Duck in the world. Somebody that's gonna make you laugh. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of angry folks out here in the world, and people don't even speak these days. They'll walk right past you. They'll mean mug you. They won't even speak.
Right.
And so we need more loving, caring people. Funny folks. We need to bring a lot of that back, because a lot of that's missing now. The entertainment isn't what it used to be. And I'm not going to go off into all of that as far as where I could go with it. But who knows? I'll kick back off a podcast and we could talk about them things once I do so. But again, I do want to make another announcement again as far as upcoming podcast shows that we're going to have right here on our platform, RYC Live Rep Your City platform. If you or somebody have what it takes to host their own podcast and they're just looking to take it to the next level, holler at us. You can send us an email at ryclive@yahoo.com. Give us a little brief description on who you are and what you're doing or what you would like to do and how we can help assist you with that goal. I will say that, we would definitely introduce it as being, or encourage you all, I should say, to launch your podcast on our platform to save you the headaches of trying to learn how to do everything that comes with having a podcast, when all you have to do is just focus on being the host of your show and leaving the rest up to the team RYC Live to do what we do best. And so we highly encourage you all to join forces, and let's build the network together as a team. But you will still have your own podcast. It'll be your own show. But we just need a network so we can push this thing to the max. So again, if you're interested, ryclive@yahoo.com is the email address. If you would like to send a donation, because we're self-funding, we don't really have any sponsorship. We do everything out of pocket to maintain what we've maintained over the past 10 years, 11 years to be exact, maybe even a little bit more. But we're out of pocket with it. And so there's no donation too small or too large. All donations are appreciated. You can send it to our Cash App, which is RYC Live. That's our Cash App. Send us a donation again, to help us push the platform. And check out Fresh Fridays with Artistic, doing his thing, giving you all the best of Chicago hip hop history. And then he'll throw in some extras for you as well. But it's not all about Chicago. He's just covering a lot. And also, you can check out the Chicago Hip Hop Heritage Museum. There is a museum, I want to say 5105 Indiana. But you can check out their website, Chicago Hip Hop Heritage Museum. Go check them out. You won't be disappointed. This, again, was a tribute and honoring Duck, who name happens to be Howard Gayton A.K.A. Duck. And Nico and I, again, we wanted to get on the platform and we wanted to reach out to as many people as we could to kind of like share some memories, talk about, his life as much as we know. And I'm sure it's a whole lot more to it than what we know. We've only covered a fraction. We haven't even started from, when he was a little baby and when he was little Duck. We did show some pictures, but, we've known him for being Big Duck, the big one. So we were only able to give you what we knew. And that was the reason why we wanted to reach out and have you all hop in so you can share with us some of the things we don't know.
Right.
Okay. So before we get off here, I do want to make this correction because I was totally off just talking about the Chicago Hip Hop Heritage Museum. Shout out one time to Artistic tuning in right now. And so let me correct that error, ladies and gentlemen. The address is 4505 South Indiana, Chicago Hip Hop Heritage Museum, 4505 South Indiana. So we got Regina on here now. Okay, she finally popped in. Okay, Bree in the building. So we got a couple of more people that popped in before we got ready to pop out. So we might be able to squeeze a little bit more time in based on the engagement of the comments. Alicia said, I think Duck would have loved today's show, fellas. You did a great job.
Oh,
thank you, babe. Thank you. Appreciate it. I was up when you woke up. I was still up. I didn't even go to bed. I was on this computer trying to get some things together, and all of that work I did is not going to go in vain. It's just that I wasn't able to incorporate it in tonight's show. But I'm going to make it work. This is a late comment from Stephanie. She said, I agree with you. And that was based off what we previously said. But thank you for agreeing with us.
Thank you.
Peace and love to the family of Duck. Thanks a lot, brother. That's coming from Brother Artistic. Again, that's the brother who has the Fresh Friday show every Friday right here on RYC Live, Rep Your City. And yeah, that's kind of like pretty much it as far as what I want to say, unless another membrane pop up. Nico. What about I don't know if we had a pillow fight with that event. I don't know if it was their anniversary, but no, matter of fact, we was out of town and we were all in their room. We all were in their room and somebody fell asleep and I had the camera all in their face and stuff like that. So it was HOC and Bad Boys, Bad Toys.
I think we was in Detroit.
We was in Detroit?
I think so.
And man, listen, you talking about fun, man. Like, I don't want to say the good old days because I don't want to just make it seem like that those type of memories can't happen again. I look forward to having fun memories like that again. You know what I'm saying? We need to really get together and kind of like hang out and do some things the way we used to do it. And they did have a successful unified event last month at Marquette Park. They had a Vanners reunion. And from the photos and the videos that I saw posted up on Facebook, man, I missed it, man. I heard that it was a great turnout. Mama Moon told me I missed it. It was real nice. And look right here. She like, yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Uh, so Gina, you wanna that link that I sent you, that link that I sent to you, if you click on there, I can actually pull you right here so everybody can see you. Now, don't worry about not looking your best, you know what I'm saying? But that ain't what it's about. It's about duck. So, if your hair's all over your head and you got your nightcap on or whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's cool. It ain't about you. It's about duck. So, you know, LOL. No, look at you. See, See, fellas, we don't have that problem. Like Duck would have came on here ass is, ass is.
Right.
Like what's the purpose of getting dressed? He almost half naked anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah. So I don't know how long you was on here, Gina, but we've been on here a little bit after 9 o'clock. We had a late start, like about a 7-minute delay on the broadcast. But better late than never. But we definitely need to hook up. So keep me posted on the next upcoming event so that I can have my face in the place. Because I miss y'all. You know what I'm saying? Again, Scrappy, you know what I'm saying? Like all y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like that part right there. All the real ones. All the real ones.
Most definitely.
All the real ones. I'm just going to leave it right there. All the real ones. Y'all know who y'all are. We had a great time. I look forward to having more of those great memories and continue building. And, we're going to represent our brother Duck, even in his absence from the physical, because we know, he'll be there with us, spiritually. Right. Next year, God willing, I will be at the one next year. Mr. Club Banger gonna give y'all a performance too. You know what I'm saying? A high energy performance. So y'all better be ready. I'm gonna give y'all ass a workout. We gonna throw them colors up.
Right.
Yes. Hey, Scrappy, man. Good talking with you, man. Last time we talked, I'm still trying to get me a van. But now I don't know. I'm torn between the two. Now I don't know if I want to get a van or a 3-wheeler. You know what I'm saying? Nico rolling with the 3-wheelers now. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a van or it's gonna be a 3-wheeler. I don't know, but I gotta get one. I gotta get back on the scene. You know what I'm saying? Nico, man, how's that going? By the way, you know what I'm saying with you and the 3-wheelers, man. Like you done hopped in a whole another arena.
Yeah, I mean it's going great. I love it. I found me something that I like to do outside the club world. Um, and I enjoy doing it. It's like a new hobby to me. Although it's a seasonal event, it's seasonal. So of course, it's pretty much during the off season. Like I said, me still currently being active in the club world, um, and I still believe in, you know, I still believe in come May 31st, club, the social club season shut down. Like we're on off season until September 1st when it starts up again. But other clubs, these newer clubs, um, they don't really have the knowledge and um, the legacy and the history to know that's how it goes. So with that being said, they still continue to have events throughout the summer and things like that. Um, and hey, they do what they do. But I keep the legacy and the legacy going, meaning pretty much when we're on our off season, we're on our off season. So I found something to do on the off season.
Okay. Okay.
Like you said, I jumped into a whole nother ring.
Okay. All right.
I wouldn't consider myself a biker, but I'm a three wheeler. I'm riding. I'm three wheels, and I got a whole new circle, a whole new group of friends and things like that. As you know, my circle's already large anyway. But come when it's time to put the three wheeler up, right, and the season's over with, then I'll jump back into the ring.
I got you. I
You know
got
what I'm
you.
saying?
I
Like
got.
that.
I
But I
can.
mean,
I
hold
I
on.
can see. I can see. I can see Duck. I can see Duck on the three wheeler right now. I can see Duck on the three wheeler, dog.
No,
I can see him on the three wheeler talk. I can see him on the three wheeler talking about, God damn it.
I see him in a slingshot.
Well, okay, so in
Thank you.
60 seconds,
Thank
explain
you,
the
Bree.
difference between the slingshot and the three wheeler in 60 seconds. Go ahead.
Okay, so a slingshot is more so of like a Corvette. Is more put you in the form of a car.
Hold on. All right, we're gonna do this again. Because we count down. We only got 4 minutes, 5 minutes left in this. Well, no, 3 minutes left in the show. So in 1 minute, tell me the difference in a three wheeler and a slingshot.
Well, actually, a three wheeler is a slingshot because it has three wheels, so it's in a three wheel family. But a slingshot is more like puts you in the mind of a car or a Corvette type of thing. You can't really maneuver through traffic like you can with a bike. We all consider them bikes. Spider is what I have. This maybe I Can-Am is the maker.
Damn, was that a minute or was that 30 seconds? That seemed like that was 30 seconds, right?
Seconds. I still had a lot.
All right, go ahead. You got 30 more seconds. Go ahead.
So a Can-Am is a maker. They make Spiders and Rikers, two different models, but they're also on three wheels too. Then you got the Slingshot. Then you got Vandals. They're all in a three wheel family because they all have three wheels on them. So that's the difference. But the Riker and the Spiders are more like bikes. I mean, like bikes. If you got a Slingshot, you consider that a bike too. Believe it or not.
Gotcha. I'm gonna incorporate this in my show. When I kick my show back off, this gonna be one of the things that I'm gonna incorporate in my show. This gonna be the 3-second answer. You get 30 seconds to answer a question. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna utilize this.
You gotta talk really fast because that thing goes.
No, you ain't gotta talk fast. You just gotta be brief about what you say. Yeah, it's a difference from talking fast and just getting straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? So this right here just get people to get straight to the point without talking fast. And because if we get more people on here, we got to make sure everybody get equal amount of time to verbalize whatever it is they trying to say.
So not to be funny, so you might have to use that on yourself because you've been known. They say you've been known to be long-winded, so you probably have to use that on yourself when you talk.
Okay. Like, so if I use it on myself, I'm gonna do it like this.
Right.
I'm gonna do it like this here. I got that from Alicia though. I ain't never been long with it, man. I got that shit from Alicia, man. She done rubbed off on me real bad, man. I'm trying to get back to the straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? I don't like explanations
she's a long-winded person.
Man, come on, bro. You know I ain't never been this long-winded, man. 10 years ago, I wasn't long-winded like this, man. I was one of them straight, dry, just straight to the point. Like they'll be like, man, his answers are just so dry. It's just straight to it. That's it. So now I got to get out of trying to really explain myself. Sometimes you don't have to explain yourself to people. You know what I'm saying? Either you gonna say what it is and that's what it is, and they gonna roll with it, or they not. But trying to explain yourself to get them to understand. After all that explaining, they still might you might confuse them more going into the in depth with what you're trying to explain. So hell, if they ain't already on that page, then you might have to just wipe them to the side and move on to the next person.
Well, I speaking of three wheels, I just want to say this again. Being a part of the three-wheel world kind of paid off. Hold on, no, you got to turn that sideways because I got something.
I mean, this gonna be an hour and a half. We done already. This gonna be a whole 2 minutes, then, bro. Like we done already flipped it 3 times.
You want me to say it for another show?
Yeah, say that for a show. Let's not get off of Duck, because that's why I was trying to say that I can see Duck on the three-wheeler, just to try to bring Duck back into the conversation.
Okay. Regina, thank you. She said period, but she did shout me out earlier. Regina.
Hey, so listen. I just wanted to end on a funny note, man. I didn't want to just get off here like, saying that it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday and all of that, man. I just wanted to really leave on a funny note, man. And just, it's unreal, man. I can't even believe that, this is what we doing right now, man. And man, I'm gonna miss that brother, man. Like I said, he had just called me a couple weeks ago and we had a nice talk. And he was just kind of like giving me an update on the stuff that he was doing, man. I was just proud of him, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And this man, he got some other pictures, bro, that I didn't even know whether or not I wanted to post it on here, because they probably take the doggone broadcast. They'll probably take it down saying that, it doesn't, it's not on whatever they be saying, Facebook be sitting up here saying it's in violation or something.
Facebook standards and all that.
Yeah. So that's the only reason why I ain't put it up there, man. But he got some stuff, man. He wasn't no shame in his game, bro. Wasn't no shame in his game. And that's one thing, man. That brother, if he haven't inspired people to be themselves, man, I don't know who can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I had created like a slideshow, but since I wasn't able to upload it, I'm just kind of like showing these pictures before we log off. But that's Duck right there, man. See, I didn't know that guy.
No, I knew that guy right there.
Yep. Rep Your Colors concert part 2, 3.
3.
Yeah, that's part 3 at the Congress Theater.
Yep.
Yep. Shout out one time to Bad Boys, Bad Toys Van Club, the whole family. We, again, sorry for your loss. The loss of your CEO, and that's a hard one. Plus, most of you all were actual family. So our prayers go out to you all. Just keep us posted. Keep us posted. Yeah. I know he wanted to be a stripper. I know he wanted to be a stripper.
Doug was a big guy, but he didn't even care. He didn't care. He didn't care at
Man,
all.
he let people know that big guys can have just as much fun, if not more fun.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this concludes our tribute. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves, and we thank you all for taking a moment of y'all day and just hanging in here with us, and bringing back some good old days and some good times. And we definitely want to thank y'all for taking that time out. And man, this right here is going in the books. So Nico, you have anything else you would like to say before we call it a wrap?
Um, it basically, I just want to say I'm glad we did this. I'm glad you wanted me to come be a part of this, and let's just remember the good things about that. Well, that's all we really know is good things. I don't know any bad things about it that anybody could say. Let's just keep remembering good things. Um, I'm pretty sure. Um, let's let Bad Boys, Bad Toys, and his immediate family, um, let them mourn the way they're gonna mourn, and let them. I'm pretty sure details will come out to his passing, and then also information on, like funeral arrangements and things like that for him, if that's what's gonna happen. Um, but he will be missed. Um, to know him is to love him. You got to have known him to kind of like understand and to cope with him not being here right now. You know, he was a good brother to me. Been knowing the guy for years, and like I said, he will be missed. We'll do this again, like you said. And probably needs to be a part two. We have more people tune in and say what they want to say, things like that. And then I don't think it should just stop here. I mean, we should. This might be the start of something for everybody. That we've been knowing that passes away. This is something different, but this could be a platform for everybody that might want to. We lost a lot of great people. We're doing, and I'm pretty sure people, you know, this went well, and it continues to go well. We can do this for everybody. So,
Well, let me also add, for those who don't know, who's tuning in. Um, I don't like to really pat myself on the back, but I will from time to time, because it's always good to share credits. If somebody had some inspiration or motivation to certain things, it's okay to acknowledge somebody for assisting. But I just want to say, for those of you who don't know about the page that's on social media, Nico has a page uh, titled "Gone But Not Forgotten," and on that page he posts up um, those fallen soldiers who are no longer with us, male and female, of course. Um, and so usually when somebody passed and he know about it, he'll post it up on the page. So that's kind of like a memorial type of page that he has. So if you ever ran across that page, this is the person, the administrator right here. This is the person uh, who page it is. Gone but not forgotten.
also, let me say this on a brighter note, and everything you said is correct. but also on a brighter note, I also have a page called Back Down Memory Lane, and it's really a page that kind of like a tribute. If you actually log onto that page and just take some time to go through that page and go through the photos, you're gonna be strolling down for a couple of years back when I don't really even remember what year I even started these pages, but these pages got some history on them. They got some years to them. But
Back Down Memory Lane.
Back Down Memory Lane.
All
And
right.
that page
So
has basically, it just shows memories of the club world, how things used to be, from pictures to videos to whatever. I mean, I share on there. And then I want to shout out to, I don't know if he's on here tonight or what. You know, some people are tuning in, just didn't comment. And if he is on here, I'm just shouting him out anyway, because on that page, Back Down Memory Lane, I can say, out of the and I don't even know the number, it's thousands. I mean, my membership goes in the K, so it's
well,
K.
let's do this, Nico. Let's just book you an interview on the RYC Live show. That way, we'll have a different show subject matter. We gonna go ahead and end this broadcast tribute to Duck, and let's hook up a show for you where you can come back on the RYC Live platform and you can share your story, within the club world and what you got going on now and what you did then. And let's get your story, bro, because you definitely have a story to tell too. You've been out here in these streets, man. You've witnessed a lot. And so, and that's going to be a show within itself that's going to take up some time. And that way, any links and pictures and things of that nature that you want to let the audience know about, then, we'll have that time to do so. But I just wanted to at least let the people know, for those who may not know you, because there's more people and viewers that's watching and tuning in that's actually civilians, if you know what I mean.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
so they need to know who you are as well. So we'll put that show together for you. And again, man, you should think about having your own podcast on the network, bro. That's something to think about. I think I think you can do it, and we're just the right platform to help make it happen. So I just wanted to just let the people know who you are, and everything like that. But we're gonna go ahead, man, and we're gonna go ahead and bring this tribute to a closing. And I just want to thank you for your time, bro. I reached out to you, and you never fail to let me down either, man. Every time I reach out to you, if you're not on the moon or something like that, because you be all over the world, bro. But when you're around, you definitely take the time out to be part, and I want to thank you for that, man. You've always been there, man, and that's the type of guy you are, and thank you for being who you are. And so I just want to share that with you real quick, man, and we're gonna go ahead and end this broadcast. And once again, ladies and gentlemen, for all of you who tuned in tonight, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you came here to be part of this tribute, and we want to thank y'all. Those who were here were supposed to be here, and those who weren't, for whatever reason, they can always go back and watch it, and you can still comment. Anybody want to leave a comment, you can still leave a comment on the playback. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. So thank y'all for tuning in. It's been another successful broadcast here on the platform. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you, Nico, for your time. And just thank everybody for watching. This is RYC Live, Rep Your City. Check us out right here every Friday, Fresh Fridays. If you would like to be on the platform or host your own podcast, you can do so right here. Send us an email at ryclive@yahoo.com, and somebody from our team will be reaching out to you all. Thank y'all. God bless, and have a good night. Peace and blessings. Until next time, rep your city.